This is the URT. You are the URT. Big up the URT. We are the URT. Check out the flex, people. Oh, yes. Just need a cigar. We're having it. We're having it, people. Big up. Welcome back to the channel. This is your Manchester United versus Westham preview. Big up to everybody on love and light, people. Let's be having you. There you go, Nathan Lewis. Big up to you, my G. Big up to the early birders. JB Wayne's here. Everybody's here. King Sol's here. Big up, Yusuf is here. Early birders, hit the likes on your way in, people. Big up to everybody. Smash the like. Please smash the likes, people. Let's be having you. We're going to go in like that and then go in like this because it's big enough. If you know, you know. Cozy time, FC. Cozy FC. Here we go. Here we go. We're cozy, people. We're cozy. Yeah, it's still going on in there. Let's have a look. Let's be having you. Let me just quick have a look. What's going on in? Incredible result from West Sunderland. Incredible effort to go to the champions. Promoted team goes to the champions and get the point they deserve. They deserved all three, but they'll take that point. That's a bit of the breaking news to be reported to you lot. If you know, you know. But yeah, let's bring you tonight's Premier League results. Let's bring you the Premier League results tonight. Yeah, people, let's be having you. Fancy a cup of tea? Hey, Nathan, we're having a cuppa. Is here already, fella? Let's have you. But yeah, we're going to be doing that, people. Actually, let's go. Let me get this intro off. And we'll see you on the other side after this. Yes, people, we're having it. We're having it. We're getting comfortable. We've got the home swag, people. We're in our feelings, man. We're in our feelings. We got the home swag. Smash the likes, people. Smash the likes. Big up man like Jarvis, Bowley's about better. Watch out. Big up to Saeed for the raid. Appreciate Saeed for the raid. Big up Saeed for the raid.
Big up Saeed.
Big up Saeed for the raid. Yeah, man. Premier League results tonight. Big Chelsea take a dagger. A dagger leads.
Yeah.
Dagger Chelsea. Liverpool get absolutely, stunted and helted by a promoted football club. Shame on the champions. Are they the worst champions ever? That's the question we'll ask tonight. But welcome to Manchester United versus West Ham preview.
Yes.
Preview, people. We've got it for you. We've got it all for you. Let's be having you, Therapy Army. Let's be having you, people. Please smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Subscribe to the channel, but the most important thing that you smash that like. Smash the like. The channel is shadow banned. We don't give a hoot. We'll always have our humanity. We've got each other, people. We've got each other and our humanity. Always. Always. Big up to everybody. Goals rain tonight. Brighton. What a game, Brighton and Villa. 4-3. Last night, 5-4. Crazy score. City. Last night, 5-4. Fulham. What a game. So, yeah, but big up to everybody. Tonight, Manchester United host West Ham United at Old Trafford. It's the 14th.
West Ham.
Game 14th, people. United currently sitting 7th, coming up a mixed November recent November with recent 2-0 win at Palace, losing to 10-man Everton at home. They're unbeaten in their last 17 midweek games, winning the last 8. West Ham under new manager Nuno Espirito Santos since September have shown signs of improvement, back-to-back wins against Newcastle, Burnley, but struggled 2-0 against Liverpool with 2-2 draw against Bournemouth after leading 2-0. The Hammers have leaked 27 goals this season, second most shots conceded, 15.2 per 90, and remain winless under Nuno away from home. The clash pits Amorim's possession-oriented but defensive vulnerability against Nuno's compact counter-attacking setup, with United favoured the duo to their home form of West Ham's road struggles. But the question is, people, and I'm going to ask that to Jarvis straight away. Question is, Jarvis, can we afford to go 1-0 down to this team? Can we afford to go down 1-0 to this team, knowing what Nuno Espirito de Santos is?
Well,
can we do that?
The quick answer, the easy answer is no, we can't. We have to score first. That's the only thing.
I think you might be mute. I think you might be mute, Jarvis. Are you?
No,
mute?
I'm not. Oh, 1, 2. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, big up Jarvis. Hopefully he'll sort it out. But big up people. We're big pimping here tonight. Well, we're not pimping. We got the wear. We got the wear. We got the wear. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. What is Jarvis is back. He's back with a bang.
Okay, can you hear me? 1, 2.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yes.
There you go. There you go, Jamie. Tell the new people, man. We're here. It's real. It's raw. It's red. And we're having it, people. It's the preview. Thursday, tomorrow night, we'll be at Old Trafford. I will be there. I will be there at Old T tomorrow. Old T. Going mad for it, thinking that Manchester United can get another win. But, Jarvis, can Manchester United afford to go 1-0 down to Nuno Espirito Santos team?
Well, no, we can't. We can't, because what will happen if they score first?
To the audience? Can you explain why not? Can you explain to them?
We got to realize we don't have quality when it comes to this group of players. We don't have the quality needed to break down a low block and a mid block. What happens when we go up against a team like, for example, Everton? We all get the Everton game in mind at Old Trafford, even with 10 men. If you sit back and defend in a strong blocks, you have 2 blocks, a block of 5 and a block of 4, and one striker working his ass off up on top. And trying to press as best as he can, it's almost no space. And to be able to play through a occupied area with almost no space, that's really difficult. And then you have to have quality. You have to have players who can do the unexpected. There is a way around this, from a tactical point of view. You can send in a lot of diagonal runs. We did it once against Everton, and it opened and we opened up their low block, and they actually created a chance with Mason Mount, Bruno first, and then Mason Mount. But we didn't even do it on purpose. So it tells me the players don't know what they are doing on the pitch. If they score first, I think we can get a draw at best, like a 1-1. I said it in my own preview. Main thing for the game is to score first. But if we score first, West Ham will have to open up. They will have to push a little bit higher, and then you will see us maybe scoring both 2 and 3, because we are a transitional team. We are a counter-attacking team. We can sit back. We can be comfortable in situations like this. We usually do better in games when we don't have the majority of possession, and then we can win the game easily, both 2-3 or 4-0. But scoring first is vital. I want to say hi to Boombaye, who's in the house. Big up, my friend. How are you?
Big up.
I'm well, brother. I'm well. It's good to finally share the panel with you. It's been long overdue, man.
It's long
overdue. Looking well, as usual. The only guy I know that seems to get younger. Uncle Dino there, and his Arctic gear. What's happening, man? The heating broke. Good evening to the therapy family. Hope everybody's all right. Yeah, I was just listening to you, Jarvis, and I think
Yep.
scoring first is crucial because what we have shown, um, along with the progress, is the problem of struggling to make it count when the opposition gives us the ball and defends low. And now I think this is an extra problem without Benjamin Sesko.
Yeah.
So, although Xerxes, I have to say, has not done badly, but they got a lot of big guys. Now, Paqueta's out. He got red carded, 2 yellows. So that's a good thing. We're a better team. I think we should win this game. But if we don't turn up, they can hurt us. And I think it's when Manchester United is, West Ham will be testing and probing, and if they see there's nothing really there, they get a bit brazen. Are we going to fold? Are they going to score? And then it becomes a big problem. This is Nuno Espirito Santo. He knows how to do a low block. He knows how to break. He was the Forest manager when that was what they did so well. From deep, break quick,
Facts.
lots of quick guys. That's
He's
the
an
stuff that we
expert,
struggle
Bombay.
against.
He's an expert.
And we all
Yeah.
remember the Wolves
an
games
expert.
at Old Trafford when Ruben Neves scored those howlers,
Expert, mate.
and same thing, mid block, just sit, keep everything tight, don't open up an inch of space and just ride along the game and just wait patiently and then boom, strike. So we know this about this manager. So yes, I agree with you, Nora Boumbaye. I'm worried.
Yeah. Every game. Thing is, at the moment, Manchester United. I said this when we did the post-match, Nuruddin, that
Yeah.
there's good things, but I'm still in the middle because Manchester United have the ability to pull out an impressive performance this season, followed up by an abject one. So we're still,
Yeah.
if Arsenal are going to play West Ham, for example, or Brentford or whoever, you think, yeah, as an Arsenal fan, pretty confident, as I should be. We're a big team. We're going for the league. This is a nice 3 points. Let's go and enjoy a day out. We're not there yet. Every game, we could be surprised. We could leave impressed, have a good post-match show saying this was quite good. We need to build on it. Or we could be sat here saying, man, another opportunity missed to stay with the pack. That was a poor performance. And then even within a game, it's a game of two halves. It's not uncommon with us, as was the case recently. First half, absolutely shocking. Second half, salvaged it much, much better. So this is an ongoing theme with us. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to get with Man United.
Yeah, big up. They usually set up, so this is what Nuno Spiritos is known for. He's mainly known for, he goes between actually 3 different types of formations. He either plays 4-2-3, he'd either play 3-4-3, or his favorite formation, I believe, especially for away games, is 5-3-2. That's what he's allowing flexibility between 4 at the back or 3 centre backs with wing backs pushing forward during the counter attacks. This helps to maintain a defensive solidity while enabling rapid switches of play. He's very good at his teams. When he gets into them, he's fantastic. Defensively, it's always emphasis on tight, organized, low defensive line to minimize exposure to pacey attacks. Players like Mix Kilman, Cantanitos, I always forget his name, Marapanos, right? They're destroyers. They focus on interception blocks, aerial duels, and they keep clean sheets potentially. That's what they do. That is what their thing is. In the midfield, is really fascinating what they do as well. He's been going for mainly like Gardo Rodriguez and Thomas Schuchek. They provide protection. Susek is really very good, very very good. They've got that Mateus Fernandes who's going to be linking the attack tomorrow because Paqueta is banned. They like to prioritize work rate over possession and dominance. That is the biggest thing that they do. Their 3 in midfield work really hard. Paqueta is taking out. He'll probably put more defensive player on there tomorrow. And in terms of the way they attack, is direct long balls. Target for they play a little bit like Manchester United. I'm not going to lie to you, Charles. They play a little bit like Manchester United. They got like wingers who hold up the game, fast runners such as Jarrod Bowen, Summerfield. These are key counter-attack players, leveraging their pace, dribbling, create chances on the break. So this is how they set up. They're more reactive than proactive. You know, allow opponents with the ball while allowing staying disciplined. West Ham, it suits them to the absolute. They stabilize the back line. They maximize the strength of the technical athletic forwards. Who does that remind you of? They limit creativity from the weak. They defend better, but they were defending miserably. But one thing about him, Nuno Espirito Santos, the guy who's got probably one of the best names in world football, he likes defensively to seem to work out. We saw Nottingham Forest. He took them to Europe last season with a solid base and a foundation for them to go and win games. Keep clean sheets, keep things tight at the back, and go on hurt teams on the counter. That is their setup. That's how they tactically set up people.
Yeah.
And we might struggle. So we have to be. If I who lives in Hume with 2 coaching badges knows what they're going to do, Jarvis Bumbaye, I really hope the well-paid professionals in your football structure, all of them, from Omar Potato Barade to Jason Absolute Muppet Wilcox to Jim Glazer, they all know what to expect from Nuno Espirito Santos. Every opportunity I'm going to say that name because that's one of the holiest names if you're Christian. You can't get any holier than that, especially if you're Catholic. Hold tight to all my Christian people worldwide. Big up. But yeah, that's how they set up, Jarvis. This is the setup. I've just broke it down. This is how they set up. And the players that they rely on, I've even made notes about the players that they rely on. The players that they usually rely on are players like, you know, at the back, obviously Constantinos, Mark Kickman, apparently he's back. Tadibo's been playing at the moment. Aaron Wan-Bissaka actually is quite good at defending the one-on-one, solid. You know what I mean? And
actually,
in midfield, that
actually
Freddie
good.
Cox, you know, the Anchor Young. And
Yeah.
Say that again?
But they have 2.
Yeah,
actually, you know, I think that's an understatement saying Wan-Bissaka is actually good 1-against-1. He's still one of the best in the world 1-against-1 defenders. And you know, for us, you know, most likely we will set up Diego Dallo on the left wing back, and guess who will be up against Wan-Bissaka? Diego Dallo. As I said in my preview, from the Lord of the Ring, thou shall not pass. He will not get past him. That's just the way it is. And you know, our left-hand side will be dead for the entirety of the 90 minutes because of this. So if I was West Ham, if I was Nuno Espirito Santos, I would do whatever I can to angle my press, to get the ball over to Diego Dallo, and then just shut down the store. And you know, I think that can easily happen if especially if West Ham goes 1-0 up. I think it will be super difficult for us to break them down. So, you know, looking at this Man United team, we are so unbalanced. We don't have the right personnel to play this system. You know, as someone said to me, you know, how many players out of the starting 11 plays in an ideal formation? I would say 2, maybe 3 at best. And I think this is where our problem lies. This is where Amorim's problem lies. We have Luke Shaw, we have De Ligt, maybe. You can count the goalkeeper as one, and maybe Cunha thrives in a 3-4-3 system, but the rest of them, it's not their ideal place to be. So, you know, defending against us because we are so disjointed, so unbalanced, I think it's an easy task. And, you know, if I was Nuno going away to Old Trafford, you know, there's no pressure. You don't have to go there. No one is expecting him to create chances. No one is expecting him to press. No one is expecting him to do anything. And besides, you know, sit with the low block and you can shock Man United and make it easy. So for me, again, we have to count on Amorim's in-game management brilliance. You know, if he sees this, do we have the tools necessary to change it up? If we are banging our head against the wall, if you are facing a mid-block, low block, can he change the game? You know, our bench is fairly thin. We heard rumors. I know you're most likely going to talk about this later in the game, but 2 players might be injured. And what I have heard now, the latest rumors is we are talking about Bruno Fernandes and Xerxes. So what are we going to do? I don't know, guys. If you have any points takers on this.
Yeah, Bombay, you want to come in on that point? What are we going to do if you don't have Bruno and Xerxes? Well, Bruno, I'll be happy Kobe can start.
You bring Kobe in and you bring Mountain. Cunha's back or no?
Yeah, Cunha's back apparently.
Well, that means you bring Mountain. How do you approach this game?
Well, we have to go out and win. After what happened, I was there on last Thursday. Was it last Monday? I was there last Monday. It was absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing. I mean,
we'll see.
And I watched a pile of shite from 80 minutes. 10, was it 10, 12 minutes when the Gay got sent off? And I sat there and watched the absolute pile of shite. People, please smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. We shout for humanity. Congo, Sudan, Lebanon, Palestine. We shout against the military machine. And they're punishing us. They shadow ban the channel. So the least you could do is like the video. I'm not asking you to become a member. I'm not asking you to do me a super chat. I always have an interactive. It's one of the most interactive YouTube channels on covering Manchester United. I show everybody's comments on the screen. So the least you could do is like the video. But Bombay, go ahead.
Well, you got your replacements, bro. They seem to midfield Suchek. Paqueta will play, I think. Is he suspended?
No, he's suspended.
He's suspended.
Yeah.
He got 2 yellows. He got one match game in it, 2 yellows.
Yeah. So they come physical. They're 18th. They need points, but as well, it's another game. So they're under some pressure. He's under some pressure to get them out of that place. Mm-hmm. Start fast. Do you know what I mean? Press them, hem them in. But when we hem them in, this is the thing. Let's say we do have the ball, which is a possibility. Let's say the game is like that. You're going to be putting balls in the box that slander the Giants. Them guys, they got some tall guys, man. And Sesko is big in this one. He's out. I mean, we don't know if Xerxes and Bruno is out. I don't know if that's confirmed. Josh has done all right recently.
No, it's not confirmed. It's just rumors.
Rumors. So Josh will start if he's fit. But can we get him behind, man? Can we get him behind? Pop some shots off. I don't think people shoot enough. I know it's a basic thing, but you don't see shooters no more, man, like before. You want to walk it in. But we've got to drag them. We have to get in behind. We have to drag them out, open spaces, and go for it. We can score, and if we score first, it's a different game. But whenever anyone scores first against us, mate, it's an uphill struggle, man. And every game you go into it thinking, yeah, it's West Ham. We should. And then maybe the game don't quite go the way you expect it. It drifts, nothing really happens, and then you're back here saying, "Damn it, we've gone backwards." I hope it's not that. We're gonna have to turn up because they come physical. It's not like they got great quality all over the place. They got some good players. They're a physical team, and physicality is important. So hopefully, man. But I wouldn't change the team if the boys are not injured. If Cunha comes in, who am I taking out? I don't know. Who am I taking out? Does Xerxes deserve to be taken out? I think he's done well in the games that he's played, to be honest with you. Maybe we bring Cunha on. I'm not sure about that one. What's your take? What's your take in the comments? Yeah. Do you start Cunha? Do you go with what we've been going with?
No, Cunha. I mean, if Xerxes is injured, then Cunha has to come back in. I mean,
if he's not, Habibi, if he's not injured, that's the dilemma. Like, what would you do? I'm not sure because I like Xerxes' performances. The second half was very good. He was one of the better players, I thought. And the game before, I don't see him as a striker, but he done all right. So does he deserve to be dropped? And Cunha has not exactly pulled up trees before his injury. He's important, but he wasn't very good He was actually one of our worst players in the game before he got injured. I felt his performance wasn't very good. So I'm not sure, man, on this one. Yeah, I'm a bit torn. Don't know what you guys in the comments think. Do you start Cunha? He goes straight back in. If so, who comes out for you?
The biggest thing for me is that how do we beat them? Like tactically, how do we beat them? And I think you touched on it. Well, I'll try to break a little bit of it down, but it's how do we beat them? The biggest thing to unsettle a low block is to hit the flanks. Is to hit the flanks. The biggest thing. What are the key? Would you say vulnerabilities or weaknesses in West Ham? Despite how compact they are, West Ham leak lots of goals due to poor marking in the box and slow recoveries and losing possession. They get absolutely they try to play out in vertical ways, innit? You know, Nuno's team try to play more vertical way. And if they don't get the rhythm right and they don't get the set of the one touch off, they can easily be put under pressure. And their teams have done that and exposed them in that sense. They fatigue out. They fatigue out because when they play, when you don't have the ball and you're just chasing, mentally and physically, you get drained.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is the width and the quick switches, as their wing backs are so isolated. That's the biggest way to do it. Is to switch the play quickly, because their wing backs are isolated. They get real, like I said to you, if you got a good high press, you can catch them and disturb their build-up. Especially from Mark Hillman. He's their captain. He is a bit dopey. He's a big lad. He's a bit Toby.
I think I don't know what you guys think, everybody, but I've liked our press sometimes during this season. I've liked the way we've pressed during this parts of the season.
It's not been that
not
great.
always.
I'm not going to lie to you, Bombay. It's not been that great. It's not great at all.
I mean, I think we've improved in that department, bro. Second half against Palace was a good pressing, I felt. When I have seen Sesko play, he's done well as well by leading that press. I think he works hard. And when Mount has played, there's a good shape to the press. Max Kilman, ex-Wolves.
Yeah, Max, yeah.
I tell you who's, big up Visky, I tell you who's fantastic player for them as a wing-back. Juve. Oh my gosh. What a player. Juve. Their left wing-back sometimes plays as a left-back. He is a fantastic player. But you can hurt them. They can hurt us with their overlapping. But you can hurt them. You can hurt them at times, well. But Juve is a fantastic player.
He was linked to Man United when we had Ollie, wasn't he? I think it was one of the...
Yes. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was. He's a very good... He's got naturally left-footed, not in a doggy way, but more natural, you know, more finessed, more polished in the way he goes and whips balls in. So that's going to be really fascinating tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, Foster, the German guy from Dortmund, he's supposed to be leaving, if I'm not mistaken, Jarvis. He's supposed to be out of here. So if they play him, that's going to be a threat. That's going to be a threat. Because you got him and Bowen. They're some of their best attacking threats, him and Bowen.
Yeah. If I can have a say when it comes to, let's say, we don't know this. It's just rumors. We know that 2 players are injured.
I mean, he kept it as a secret. He said that they're going to see if they train today or tomorrow. If they train in the morning, see how they feel tomorrow.
There are injury concerns, but you know, I heard from fairly reliable sources.
Sources.
Nothing is confirmed. This is just speculations. But we are talking about Bruno and Xerxes. So for me, you know, I instantly thought of Bruno when we saw him holding his hamstring after the Crystal Palace game. You know, he missed the ball. You know, he tried to clear the ball, but he totally missed it. You know, he was knackered. He couldn't stand on his legs. and he was holding the back of his tie after that. So for me, I thought instantly, okay, Bruno is out. And I've been talking about this now the last couple of weeks, that Bruno has looked fatigued. He looked burned out. And what comes with the burnout, it's an injury, because your body can only take this much, and then it stop. So I've been predicting this for a long time now, so I might be right. But when it comes to Bruno not playing in this team, I think actually it benefits us in a lot of ways. I think we will look much more solid without Bruno, but what we lose is creativity, because he has, it comes both the good and bad with Bruno. His goals and assists, he had 2 assists against Crystal Palace, so we can't take that away from him. His numbers are always brilliant. But let me just break it down for you, Noridin, and give me 2 minutes, and I will do it. So please don't fall asleep, people. but okay, let's look at the formation, the tactical board. What we get with okay, let's say Bruno is on the pitch. What we get is a double pivot, and when we talk about football, you have something that's called to defend the transition, the transitional defense. And if you're playing with in a 4-3-3, let's say you play in a 4-3-3, I'm just gonna shuffle everything here. So you play in a 4-3-3. When you attack, 4-3-3, yeah. When you attack, you usually have inverted wingers. You have a striker. You have the number 8s going into attack, and you have the fullbacks bombing on. So in a 4-3-3, that's one of the most offensive formation that you got. You only have 3 players. That's who is your defense.
Rest defense.
Yeah, rest defense, or defense in transition, as I like to call it. So if you play another formation, let's say if you play the most usual formation that we have today is the 4-2-3-1, and when you go in attack with the 4-3-2-1, you bomb up with your fullbacks, and then in this formation, your rest defense is these 4 guys, the box. Mourinho was that this is 5 years ago. The box was always the number one thing. One of the most defensive formations is what Bruno is what Amorim is doing. It's with the back 3, and you have a 2. So a 5-3-2. What you get with the 5-3-2 is you want to create in defense. You have the M. We all talk about the M, and in attack you have the W, because you go up with your wing backs. You have your 2 number 10s and your wing backs. So you get the W in attack. So in this formation, the transition defense are these 5 guys. But with Bruno on the pitch all the time, because we play this formation and we have Bruno, he presses too high and gets overplayed, overrun, and we end up with an unbalance. We have too many players in attack, and usually when they overplay Bruno, it's a guy on the ball running with it. So we have always one guy running against a defense with one guy less than they should have. Because, you got to remember we play man-man a lot of the time, and you come with a lot of guys up against us. So the unbalance in our team is almost created by Bruno himself all the time. I can show you a couple of clips of this.
Jarvis, if you were to do, if you just go back to the formation for 2 seconds.
Yeah, okay,
I don't understand why the coach does not compact it. Bruno can go, because at times at home we have to go and risk it, right? When you did the W, if you go back when he did the M and the W, so you did the M and the W, right?
Yeah.
Why can't the M join the W in terms of push stop? Why can't those 4 players move now?
Yeah. Obviously, we are creating the box midfield, in this formation. So that's a good thing. So yeah, we are a little bit higher. It's just for
why
educational
can't the 3
purpose.
Why are the 3 centre halves always so deep though? Why is there the donut space when we lose the ball? Because Bruno's gone too haywire and gone too much on top. Why is there that's not compact enough? The only way in modern football you're going to defend, Jarvis, is you stay compact and you limit the lines and spaces in between you.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. You always stay
Why did?
compact.
How come we
You go
don't do
wide
that?
in attack. You go compact in defense. That's a rule of thumb in football. And most of teams are doing this. We are doing this also, but we get overplayed and dragged out. And as I say, when Bruno go pressing, headless chicken, he gets overrun, and suddenly we have to start with this panic tracking back. We all seen it a lot of times. Every Man United player is running home as quick as they can. We saw it on the Ten Hag all the time, and we see it in a couple of instances with this Man United team. And most of the time, it happens because of Bruno. So, for example, I was just going to show this. In this instance, you have Bruno here trying to press on Wharton. So he easily gets overplayed. Boom, over. And then you have Casemiro in nowhere, no man's land, by himself trying to defend, and you got the opposition running at you, carrying the ball. Another example, for example, here you have Bruno high up the pitch. He shouldn't be here, and he gets overplayed again. You see Bruno easily overplayed, and then we have trouble because the opposition is running at us, and we are one man less. You see here, four against four,
Yeah,
but
and
maybe
defensively, you're supposed to be always. Defensively, you're always supposed to be plus
plus one.
Jarvis. That's
Plus
how you
one.
defend.
That's the main rule. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is without Bruno, we will be a much more balanced team. But what we lose without Bruno is the creativity. So let's say we come with a balanced team. How are you going to make West Ham unbalanced?
Are you going to unlock them?
We don't have creative players. That's one of the quality in our
because
squad.
we play through one player, and that's my biggest criticism, Jarvis. Why have you think that I have been having issues with Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford? We used to play through two players. Now we play through one player. And people are now, stats-wise, Jarvis, how embarrassed, how I'm so embarrassed for them. Comparing the assist record of Paul Scholes to Bruno Fernandes. Don't make me fucking laugh, you absolute clowns. You weren't there. I was there. I was in that stadium. Scholes, we did not just play through Scholes. As the older he got, the more he became a low, deep lining playmaker from deep. So he was the guy who would play the diags, the passes before the wingers will set somebody up. He wasn't 30 yards or 40 yards from goal, slicing balls in. He was in our own half, ticking the ball, getting the team up, and then switching the play. It's embarrassing. You know how embarrassed I am for you. Here, Bruno does everything. In that team, Giggs will do it once. Beckham will do it the other time. Roy Keane could do it another time. The strikers, Van Nistelrooy could do it another time. Wayne Rooney, Louis Saha, all of them will take in turns to drag Ronaldo at a certain time. Tevez, Rude, again, different players you would maneuver. So we didn't just rely on one guy, but Scholes was the conductor who did it from deep, conducted the orchestra from deep. And when he got the ball to the attacking guys, and then they did the magic, they did the rhythm where they alternate positions and get goals. Do not compare it. Bruno takes every corner. Bruno takes every free kick. Bruno takes every penalty. Do not compare that to Scholes. Scholes was the number 10, or sometimes he played as a forward on the left-hand side. That's who he was. Do not compare Bruno. It's absolutely disgraceful. I'm going to have to make a video about that. But I can't believe I have to educate people like this, Jarvis.
No.
Go ahead. Big up to Luwani. Luwani, how are we doing, bro? You good?
Good. Big up my brothers. Big up Jarvis, Bumaye. Nuruddin, big up to you.
On the road? Are you safely back on the road?
Yes, I am back on the road. Thank God. And
back on the road.
yeah.
Back on the road.
The truck is loaded heavy, but the wallet is light. Yeah.
yeah. I'm at the dock tonight, so the docks are dark. That's why I'm not on camera. But I'm safely back on the road. So yeah, I'm happy.
Thank God, man. Good.
Mm-hmm.
So are you driving through the night tonight?
Oh no, I'm not far from home. I'm 20 minutes from home. So I was hesitant. I was like, oh, should I go home before I try to get in there? I'm like, nah. Let me just get in now and let me chat with my friends and
No, no,
get
no, no, no. Tell the
have a
truth.
good time.
Let me do the podcast because my wife won't stand for it if I go home. Stay in the decks.
Yeah, I've moved my podcast station out of the house into the garage, so now she's not onto me too much, so
Okay.
it's
Nice.
good, it's good vibes.
Nice, nice. I was thinking your split is
in
become so
usually in
much
these
better because
marriages,
you have
in
now
these
the
YouTube
privacy
marriage
of the
streets,
garage.
Yes,
he
I
ain't
do.
easy with these marriages talking about
Good, man.
football.
Good.
Hey, I'm telling you, it
Yeah,
ain't easy,
95
but
likes, people. I need 95 my likes. Go ahead, Bruno. Go ahead.
no problem. It ain't easy, but sometimes it's worth the sacrifice. You do what you have to do. It's a job, so.
So what's your take, bro? What do you think?
Um, yes, actually, this is one of the games I think is going to be very a little bit more difficult for us than the usual game. I think it's going to be even more difficult than the traditional top six that we face. Because I've been alluding to the fact that we were not ready to play an opposition that's very unorthodox. And that's what this West Ham team is. We all know that Nuno Espirito Santos from his Wolves days, where he
Yeah.
made his name, he's seen as a pragmatic coach, right? But when he left Wolves, I think he went to Tottenham, and Tottenham was a bit too early, too big for him, so he didn't really do well. And then from there, he came back. He went to Saudi, I think, and came back to Forest. And at Forest, I do think that the Forest owner is a little trigger happy, so I'm not gonna rate his firing over there. He never had the chance to do what he wants to do. But in this West Ham team, I've watched a couple of their games, and in this West Ham team, if you look at this West Ham team, you look at like a team that's been put together almost. I will allude to it as the Pirate of the Caribbean, just a ragdoll of mercenaries put together. But one thing they have is they have the endeavor and they're very determined. So I think in this West Ham team, Nuno found this is the perfect fit for him, and he can mold this team the way he wanted. And I don't think he have to do too much twitches. When I look at his striking position, Callum Wilson, honestly, I'm very impressed since he left Newcastle. If you look at the catalog of goals that he scores, is proper center forward goal. Yes, the age is not on his side, but these guys still know how to move like a striker, and he still know where the goal is when he's in the box. Back to goal, facing goal, it doesn't matter. He'll put the ball in the back of the net if you give him a chance. Their midfield, yeah, it's quite balanced. With Fernandez and Paqueta, and I think the other one I don't know his name too much. But the fact that Paqueta got a red card, I honestly don't think that he played too much against them, because from what I've been watching from them, Paqueta is a bit of a he's their most technically gifted midfielder, but he's also kind of like a luxury player, kind of like what
Mhm.
Cole Palmer is for Chelsea. So I don't think he put in the enough hard work, and he's almost like their version of Bruno without the endeavor, but with more talent, technically very very secure, but without the endeavor. And he take as much as risk as Bruno does, and he have the same temperament. So I think losing him can be a blessing in disguise, because now they can bring in Suchek, or either maybe drop Callum into the. I think they play a 3-4-3, so they can drop Callum into one of those three and play the German striker Fulkrug.
Yeah.
So they will drop what's their left winger, Boyer.
Bowen
No,
is the match
Boyer.
winner. Bowen
No,
is the
he
match
Boyer,
was
winner.
yeah.
he was
Yeah. Boy he's quite versatile. I've seen him drop in the middle a lot of time to collect the ball. So I'm thinking he can make the adjustment and drop him into the midfield, and then drop Callum on the right hand side, and then play Fulcrum. But I don't think it will hurt them too much. But we've been saying that the staple of the manager is a low block. But from watching them this season, they haven't done a lot of low block. They've actually come out and play football. So which makes me think that Nuno is a manager that's actually trying to reinvent himself, and this is the team we'll be facing tomorrow. I think the only way we beat them is if they come out and give us too much respect and low blockers. We will beat them properly. But if they don't and they decide to come and play football, we're literally dealing with an adversary that's equal to us. So that's what I think of the game. As for Amorim and our team, we are soul searching as much as they are, but I just think that they are more of an industrious, like an honest team, the same way Newcastle used to be. They are very honest team. They work hard, and they have quite a few gems in their midst. So we just need to be careful.
Yeah, I just want to get in some of the comments, actually. Big up to everybody. Please keep smashing the like. Mods, get on it. Let's smash the likes. Big up to Abraham United. Big up for life. Yeah, for life. I done a video about what happened at Nice. I've already done a video. Please, people, go and watch the video when this is over. So watch the video. I've already broke it down what happened last Sunday at Nice, and the causation, who's responsible for it. So please go and check it out if you want to know. Big up to every one of you. Please keep smashing the likes and subscribing to the channel. So obviously it's the second part of what would you say, Amorim's presser. A lot of the things are coming up from Amorim's presser tonight. So let's get to it. Early was today, and now some more presser things are coming out. So let's have a look.
Okay.
Some of the quotes. Let me just go down and so you can see. There we go. Amorim, Martinez couldn't slightly to rain to Manchester United starting 11 against West Ham. Amorim, whether Manu will get a chance before January, we'll see. We could talk about Kobe. We could talk about Ugarte. He's not playing. Josh Xerxes is playing because of injuries. Football is like that. You just need to be ready when the opportunity comes. I just want to win. I don't look at faces. He's getting so sick of being asked all the time about Kobe Manu. Here we've got Benjamin Sesko. He's making steady progress, recovering, and is aiming to be back in contention for the Bournemouth game on 15th of December. I think that's a bit too soon for me. I think that's a bit of a speculation. What do you think of two unnamed players? So two unnamed players. Amorim says starts over two unnamed players for the West Ham game. I thought it's Matheus Cunha is available. Harry Maguire is still out. Yeah, we've signed a young. I mean, it's just embarrassing now. Any youngster, every club signs youngsters every other month, and we have to make a big deal about it. Amorim, how we prepare young players for the first team. He's talking about Shane Lacey. So this was a question about Shane Lacey, who's everybody's excited about. First of our players' style and every day, because if you're comfortable with it, there won't be any doubt. Then we work on the physical condition and give him time when he trains with us to understand the pace completely different from on the 21s. So Amorim on the lot. He needs to do a lot of things like other players. But I think you need to see very good game of Diego. He can show what he has, the quality, and sometimes he drops a little bit. So yeah, this is Shane Lacey. Amorim on Euro after he was subbed against Palace. I spoke to him because he makes mistakes and he struggles. He wants to do everything so well. He's growing up in games and setbacks. And setbacks is not easy for a young guy. He knows it wasn't his best game. It wasn't anybody's best game in that first half. When asked about Cunha, he said he has more levels to go. He's at a different club, different pressure. He was struggling because he was not scoring. He was thinking too much about the numbers. But the influence he has on the team is important to us. Yeah.
Mm.
So more quotes are coming out. So I just wanted to update you guys about that. But I wanted to go on to ask you guys. So this everybody's making the thing. Obviously, Manchester United set piece is really good. Amorim and Carlos Fernandes work on the set piece. First of all, I've seen the team Everton were making a lot of progress in that area. It's nothing to do with me, so it annoys me. He laughs. We have analysis. Akita Hexagawa, that's a Japanese analysis who does all the analysis. We have the data managers who recruit, who provide us with information. Then Carlos does the research to observe the opponents, all key moments of the opponent, watches all the training session of our matches. What we need to improve, I think, he is not only Carlos, but all the guys are doing a tremendous job. And in this league, set pieces can win matches or lose if you don't pay attention to them. I'm really pleased with the work that they're doing. Okay. But I wanted to ask the question to really. I don't want to mess around tonight, and I'm not here to mess about. So genuinely, I want to ask you guys. Yeah, Manchester United should win this game, right? West Ham's away record is dreadful. Jarvis, can you please give me where United are going to win the game, and also the score you think the game is going to be?
Yeah, I think the problem lies in breaking down a solid mid block. There won't be much space to run into. Our game plan has mainly been, last season we saw us trying to attract or bait the press, bait the opposition high up the pitch, and then turn around from short passes to direct passes into our number 10s or into Garnacho, into Rashford, into Højlund, running with the ball, but we couldn't do it because the quality wasn't there. This season, we have seen us go away from this, trying to bait the press and not playing a lot of short passes, intricate passes, baiting the press. We are just going directly from center elements up to the number 10s, and we surround our number 10s with a lot of people, or our number 9, and try to win the second balls. We are taking away our ability to play out from the back. Playing against a team of Nuno, I think that will be difficult, because this is how he also set up his team. He with Nottingham Forest, with Wolves, he never played out from the back. He always relied on winning second balls. I think Nottingham Forest was the only team last season who didn't try to play out from the back. This is the modern way. And they just rely on hoofing it long and winning second balls. So, if we are doing the same thing we have been doing so far this season, we are playing into Nuno Espirito Santos's hands. We are doing the same thing that he's actually doing, and what he thinks his team are the best at. They have really strong players, big physical players who likes to work hard. They're double pivot in Freddy Potts and Matheus Fernandes. And even if Soucek comes in and plays, we all know what type of players they are. Defensive-minded players who are hard as steel and work a lot. They have big, high work rate. So if Amorim is going to do something else, I think there's only one player we can rely on, and that's Matheus Cunha and Mbumo, hopefully. About mostly Matheus Cunha, his press resistiveness, his ability to receive the ball and not drop it, so it will be a second ball. Actually receive it and try to turn with it, hold on to the ball, and then give the other players a little bit of time, half a second extra, to come into position and start our play from there. So I think having Matheus Cunha back is one of the main keys for this team, as far as I understand right now, because Xerxes, I don't like what I saw, especially against Everton. He can't hold up the ball. You can't play the ball directly to Xerxes. We lose it right away, because Xerxes has the same problem as Højlund had. He can't angle his body when he receives the ball, and he's a big, strong lad, but even if he's strong, he can't shield the ball. He's not press resistive in a way. He likes to use his technique and trick the other players. But when you're up against a big centre back, there's no nonsense. You will just get boom. You will get run over and you will lose the ball. So again, the only player who can do this is Cunha. And you know, another thing how to break down this team is actually trying to play out on one side and have the ability to shift play over to Mbumo and Ahmad, so they can be set up 2 against 1 and create an overload. And you know, we have to succeed in those 2 things. I think Cunha and the shift of play for us to win this game. I don't see us being able to break down the mid block. I don't see us being able to play around and pass our way through the 2 blocks. I think that will be too difficult. And you know, when it comes to crosses, they have big players in their defense. You know, Mavropanos, the Brazilian guy, I think is Igor Julio. Todibo is good in the air. So
Max
you know,
Kilman.
yeah, and even if Sushek
Max Kilman is the giant.
if Max Kilman plays, and you know, this Mateus Fernandes guy, Freddy Potse are all like 6 foot something. So I don't think we will win the game by just giving it out to the winger and cross. I think we are in the same dilemma as we were against Everton. So you know, we have to
So we're
figure out a
basically
different game plan.
looking for a moment of magic.
Yeah.
Moment of magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would say, I think Zirkzee looked really rusty against Everton. I thought the second half he held the ball up fantastically well against Crystal Palace. I think he was quite rusty, and I think when you've not played, you can train all you want, but when you come against match fit defenders who know what they're doing, then you're going to get bullied regardless. But what I like about Zirkzee, that he can drop down and he actually can kill the ball dead. His first touch is fantastic. Unlike what Rasmus was. His first touch, technically, is very secure. But it's about how he comes off. When he goes the games, it's really difficult because he can lose balance. But when he comes off the centre halves, he can kill the ball dead. But definitely, it's something to watch for. I don't disagree with the word that you said. I think other than that, my thing, I just wanted to add that context to Zirkzee. But shifting the ball quickly is the biggest thing that we need to do. We can't really beat these giants in the air. It's very rare. The biggest thing about them is that they concede a lot. So they're not compact. Even though they're compact, they can still concede chances. Because if you get the ball in around them and you play it quickly, one touch, they're not very good defenders on the floor, if you know what I mean. They struggle with the quick movement. And they're getting shots off. So I'm hoping that Cunha comes back and gets a brace tomorrow. Bumbaye, go on, talk to me.
I've got a little bit of a dilemma. I don't think we're going to be just crossing the ball in. We can play through West Ham if we play quick. One of the key players, in my opinion, to play through quickly, who is excellent between the lines, I think his first touch is one of the best things about him, is actually Josh Zirkzee, personally. I think he's pretty good back to goal, and I see it a little bit different than Jav. I think his body positioning is good. He allows us to play. He allows us to link up the play and face the game in front of us. So I think he will be important because you are going to try and play through them. The only thing with Josh is he's a big guy, and big guys, you know, they exert a lot of energy. So if you had somebody like Mount, you have a little bit of a better chance of moving them about. You need to get in and amongst them. You can't just play in front of them. You're going to have to get in and amongst them, drag them. If you're opening space for a shot, opening space for a quick 1-2 to get a shot off, we can score a goal. We can break them down. They're not immaculate. Yeah, they're physical, they're big, but you don't play that game. You play the game on the floor. You play quickly. We have Bruno, man, who's, you know, technically excellent. He can find a ball. I think Zirkzee's good. Cunha is also good back to goal. But I went out and watched Cunha. There are certain games which he's perfect for because he's a really good ball carrier. He knows how to turn. He knows how to take the ball under pressure, like Josh can. Josh can take the ball under pressure. I think Rasmus is, you know, not in this kind of. His first touch is terrible. And that's his problem. He needs a lot of space to play. His body movements are very large. I think for a big guy, Josh is quite neat, very technically sound. So Cunha or Zirkzee, this is the dilemma, or even Mount. You see, we do have good options in tens. I've always maintained that we have really good options in tens. One thing you would get if you had Benjamin Sesko is you pin them back. You pin them back, which naturally allows space to be opened up because he occupies those defenders, whether they like it or not. He's massive. So that's immediately cause for concern. This allows the focus to be on him while we can play with our technicians. I don't think they're going to push the line high enough for Bruno to find that killer ball from the 6th position. But I certainly think if we play quickly with purpose and we have a good shape and we get the overloads with the wing backs, we can certainly play through them quickly to open the game up, to maybe create opportunities that may or may not materialize into chances. The quality has to come through at that point. That's kind of how I see this game, how we should approach it. There's no point in going to just, Mbuemo, cut back, use the left foot, put a ball into the box, and only Xerxes in there. It's going to be a tall order. He's that's one of the things he's done well. He's won his headers. When the ball's coming decent, he's got, 2 or 3 headers off recently, and he's a young kid still. He's only 24. So he can develop that. He has a good knack of finding space, peeling off, feinting to get away from defenders. I don't quite think we've seen the best of Josh. He does need a run, and maybe this is his opportunity. So far, I think he has done well. He's you have to stay ready and take your chance and show a little bit. It's not just passed him by and we're just missing Sesko. I think he's done all right. He was a large part of our success against Palace in the second half. The first half, I don't think you can just pinpoint one player. The whole team was shit. So that's my dilemma. Do I put Cunha in or do I stay with Josh Xerxes? Cunha is a good player. He can be a really important player for us. His work rate when he makes us a midfield 3 is excellent. But he does have a tendency to get the head down and go into a brick wall. I'd like him to just do a little bit more, just a bit simple. And when the moment arises, do your thing. Break that line. But I find he's doing a bit too much of that when it's not necessary. The smarter thing is to bring someone else into play and move. Open the game up for the person with the ball. If you have to come back short, come back short. Don't just get your head down and run. He was doing a lot of that, and I thought we're just losing the ball. We need to be a bit more efficient than just that. So I don't know. And then you've got Mason Mount, guys. I was thinking about how do I put a team together for this game where I can shoehorn Cunha and Xerxes in. It's difficult. It's difficult because Mbuemo is important. He's a worker, man. He's a worker for 90 minutes, and he pops up when everybody's tired. He's still got gas in the tank, and he pops up. What I like about him, he's not just wide all the time. He knows how to be where the ball is going to arrive. How many goals has he scored where he's just tapping it in, finding space in the box? And West Ham are a bit clumsy in that box, man. They're all, big land of the giants, big guys. So they might be good in the air and hustle and bustle, but when the ball's on the floor being flashed in, we've got players that can put it away. You've got Cunha, you've got Mount, you've got Mbuemo. Good players. I think we're going to win this game personally. Wan-Bissaka is good
the way that you're talking. The way that you're talking, you would think that Manchester United, you're selling me an incredible dream, by the way.
No, bro, listen, we have, do you know what it is? We have good players, honestly. I do think there are some good players, but it just doesn't gel. And sometimes you just ask yourself, like, what happened to Everton, lads? Why didn't we bother? Just drifted. Why did you let that happen? There was nothing there. It's like we'd played two games already that week, and this was your third one. That's what confuses me. It's a given. If you start slow, usually I can tell if Man United we're going to get it today, or the first half's going to be a stinker. Within 7 to 10 minutes, you pretty much see, right, they're losing everything. It's slow. We're just doing that bullshit thing where the 3 centre-backs are playing around with each other. Give it to the Ahmad or give it to Delo, back to the centre. It's just shit. I mean, Bruno has to have a good game from the 6. He's got fireballs into feet. We have to find space between the lines, and we have to get the overloads wide to really open the game up and get them on the back foot. If they're just going to play comfortable like Everton, the game's in front of us, everybody's just in front of their defence, this is going to be just cross it in and hope it's a perfect ball and somebody gets
Yeah,
on the end.
that won't work. That won't work.
No, that won't work.
Can I just say one thing when it comes to Xerxes? I agree with you when it comes to his hold up play. You know, he's strong and he has good technique, but it's the way you use the technique. You know, when he receives the ball, he receives the ball inside. If you understand, you know, a lot of the times when you receive the ball, you use one touch and you direct the ball to one side or the other, and you angle your body while you receive it. Then you make it difficult because you force the center back who's behind you to make a choice. Do we try to go
Left and
around
right.
you, or or do we stand by? Well, if you just receive the ball directly, you will get the push, you will get pushed out, and you will look like you have a bad touch. You will look like you lose your technique. And you know, good players are really good. They are angling their body and touch the ball with one touch
Andy
and
Cole,
angle it.
Jarvis. Andy Cole.
Andy Cole,
One
for
of the
example, you don't need to be big and strong. It's all about timing, you know, and you need to separate that half a yard from your center back to be able to do this. And this is where Cunha thrives. I haven't seen it from Xerxes yet this season. I think he's good when he plays in the 10, when he drops a little bit deeper to receive the ball from the center back, then he can do it, but not as a number 9 with a big center back in his back. But you know, that's just my thought. Maybe I'm wrong, but I
No,
just want to say, yeah,
I agree with you. I think
Can I just
Xerxes
bring Bumba
is
in? Let
not
me just bring
a
let me
natural
bring Luana in quickly, please, after you make the point.
9,
yeah,
but I think he is better. You're right, in the 10, dropping. His quality shine more. I think when he's played as the furthest man forward, he's surprised me a little bit. I thought he'd be completely useless.
It didn't surprise me.
because
I've
yeah,
been telling you for a long time.
but I thought
It didn't
he
really
did well to lead the line. He showed some good patches. But I agree with you. I think at the moment he's definitely better when he drops deeper.
yeah. Luani,
Yes. As for this game, I just try to split it into two phase. How can we stop them, and then how can we hurt them? How can we stop them? If you look at their front, regardless of Paqueta getting a red card, we still have Jared Bowen, Callum Wilson, Fulkrug, and Suchek. These players are very experienced. They're not just industrials. They experienced the seasoned veterans. So I don't think Amorim will serve us well if he starts our young defenders. So Lenny Euro should sit this one out. I think Mazarawi should start instead of Lenny, and then or either he can move or delete to start. Maguire should definitely start, and then Luke Shaw instead of Lisandro Martinez, because I don't think
Maguire is out 100%. He's not starting. He's injured.
he's not okay.
Yeah,
Then he's going. I think he's going to be Mazarawi from Delete and Luke Shaw, and that will serve us well. That's how the only way I think we can deal with that experience that they're going to throw at us in the front. Now, when it comes to how we can hurt them, it's all about the individual matchup. I 100% think I like my individual matchups, and 100% think that Xerxes should start because the experiment of Cunha in that first 9 haven't worked well for us. And if we put him in that first 9 against those defender, yes, Magasa and Nevroponos, they'll just eat him for breakfast. So I think he stay. Mason Mount shouldn't start. Cunha on the left, and let's look at the matchup. Cunha on the left, he will have to face their Diouf, and Diouf overlap quite a lot because he put in good crosses for them. So if Diouf overlap, I think Cunha should be able to
I
exploit.
think Diop is on the left. I think we are
Oh,
talking about
Diop. Okay, so we're talking about our own. We're talking about our own Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So yeah, Aaron Wan-Bissaka is we all know he's the type of defender. He is tackle first and think later. So I think that Cunha will be able to get some change out of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And on the other side, if we keep the partnership Ahmad and Mbomo together, I believe when youth overlap, Ahmad Mbomo will be able to get some change out of that side. Now, the reason why I would like Xerxes to start is because I want us to cheat with Bruno. So Bruno can be deployed in the force double pivot, and when Xerxes drop in that middle, Bruno can use that space, can just make the run on the shoulder as a striker, and find that space between Magasa and Navropanos. And on the other side, Mbomo can also look for the same run between Mavropanos and Todibo. So I believe Xerxes starting will help us in that midfield, and then we can use Bruno and Mbomo as inside strikers. That's how I believe we can hurt them, and then keep that partnership on the right hand side. Keep Ahmad there. I try to create an isolation between Ahmad and Diouf, and I think we'll be all right. The only issue here is he goes with Amorim. He need to stop the experiment. Ahmad on the left, no more. Uh, and he also need to understand we need to fight fire with fire in this instance. The young players cannot play this game at all. This Westham side is very experienced and the seasoned veterans. So we need a team that can be industrious. But if we want to win that game tomorrow, we need to put the ball on the floor because they're very physical, they're very tall, and we're not going to gain anything by playing the long ball and the knockdown ball and trying to fight our way out of 50-50. Is not going to work. We need to play football. And that's our dilemma because our most experienced players are not necessarily the most talented. And that's something Amorim will have to figure out.
Can I
100%.
just say
Big up
one thing
you.
when it comes to let's say the game goes as I expected, there will be a mid block, there will be tight, there will be no space. They're always around this, and we talked a little bit about the shift of play, but they are also when I look at how we attack, I don't want us to be, let's say we play with the number 2, number 10s and the number 9. Don't want us to be too narrow, and what I talk about when I mention diagonal runs. Amorim was known for his diagonal runs before he came to Man United. That was one of his main things, but we haven't seen it enough. So, for example, let's say you have focus on these 3 guys, our 3, 2 number 10s and number 9. If they stay narrow, they will stay narrow. There won't be any space. So to break it up, you have a couple of options. You can, as for example here, Mason Mount take a diagonal run outwards and try to drag him out, and then you will have options to run into. The other option is, for the number 10s not to stay narrow, actually go wide and create overloads in the wide areas. As we see here, you have 3 guys here against 2. And West Ham can't do anything. They are fairly secure because they have a box here, with 4 players, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. But we have an overload where we are at the moment. So if we do something like that, we will automatically drag the wide center back out in this area, and then you can start bombing on with a lot of runs. So you have runs, for example, here you go the first run for Mason Mount. Let's say he comes in here, he will drag the wide center back with him, and then you open a new space for the second diagonal run to come in. And this it's not that hard, but it's about positional play. It's about understanding your roles in this game. And Mason Mount is one of the best players we have when it comes to these diagonal runs. We saw it on the Ten Hag. He had really good combinations with Ahmad in his. Especially, I remember the summer when we had all these friendlies in the US. Things were really starting to click, and we had injuries, and what happened with Ten Hag. But if you look at, for example, this clip, we did it once against Everton. So in this game, you see here Bruno is here. He's taking the diagonal run. He drags the defender with him and opens up space for the second run. That's Mason Mount. So if you see here this instance, Bruno comes in and then Mason Mount comes on the second run. So we have to do things like this. That's the way how I see us breaking down two blocks of four or five or four. But it doesn't seem like our players understand these basic rules, how to do it, when to do it, the timing of it all.
But
We
Jarvis, you
most
have to
likely
teach them. You have to
we
coach
just
the
stand there.
players.
We move back and forward in straight lines. We don't do the diagonal run. We don't try to manipulate the
But Jarvis,
opposition.
They have to be coached to be able to do it. They have
Yeah,
to be
but
able to
they are
coach.
professional
It's supposed
footballers.
to be.
If I
supposed to be a
understand it,
game
they
plan.
should understand it.
But Jarvis, you're from a totally different generation where you had to understand the game to be a footballer. You had to learn. Now they rely on every word of instructions from the coach. And if they went and did their own things, sometimes they'd be like, don't do those things. I've asked you to do this. I've seen that. Well, I swear to God, when you go to the stadium, I've seen coaches go, no, don't do that. Remember what we worked on. I've seen that. So this happens. Modern football, coaches are, especially when it comes to attacking, Jarvis, they become really control freaks. Modern coaches, one of the biggest things wrong with modern coaches is that they really become control freaks. They don't let people express themselves anymore. Do you understand?
Yeah, I don't like it.
That's a really, really good clip that you just showed there. But I think what you're saying, Nora, we've heard it from pundits that are ex-players. We've heard it, I think, from some United ones that say there's nothing instinctive about if you see space and you see that run. I mean, I would know how to. I'd take that space.
Yeah,
and I want the ball in front of me there. Most of us here would be able to. I don't know if the players see the space. I don't know if the manager is like having to. You remember what Mourinho said about Luke Shaw? Almost feels sometimes maybe it's like that. Breathe here, put your foot. I don't know, man. Players have to have an instinct to be able to play football, to be able to switch men if you're man marking, to be able to see where the game is going in 2 or 3 moves down the line and make a run. I mean, if you can't do that, I am honestly a little bit lost between the two of you at some point, because playing a game of football with, like it's like carrying around the manual. I can't do that. That's impossible.
Well, I'm telling you, that's what modern coaching is.
No, I know.
do some
I've seen it.
research on it.
I've heard it, bro. But it's they have to. Players have to be trusted, man. You have to trust your players as well. You can't just expect to supervise an entire 90 minutes for 11 players.
Ferguson always said
Listen,
you
people, I'm
go
gonna
out and
keep it short
express
tonight.
yourself.
I'm tired.
Express yourself.
I like the expose that Jarvis just did about the Mason Mount run, but is for I kind of mentioned the experience of the West Ham team, and what comes with the experience of a defense is also their discipline. So when you're talking about the discipline of a defense, is the way they set up their offside line, and the way they move forward and backward, all in unison. So I don't think I don't think system alone, a movement can break up that kind of defense. It will take a lot of ingenuity. That's why I think just need to drag them, not for the purpose of creating the space, but for the purpose of isolating them 1v1 against our quickest, our most talented players. And at that point, when we eliminate that option, that 1v1 option, we can have the overload that we need in their box. But if we're looking to drag them out of position with runs and passing channel, I think they're too disciplined and they way too experienced for that. I watched them against Liverpool, and it was not an easy game for Liverpool at all. And they held on for a long time before Liverpool can break them down. And it took a quick goal of Isaac, actually unexpected. So for them to break that deadlock. So I think we will need to do a little bit more. We cannot rely on Amorim coaching alone. And I don't know. I just think Cunha and Ahmad have to start. They have to.
Yeah.
That's that. What's
This
that?
is
That's our team tomorrow. That's what you're
Yeah, that's
thinking?
a possible team. That's a possible team tomorrow.
Why is Casemiro that side? Shouldn't it be the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, to be fair, he's on different sides, but yeah.
So
It's how they're going to set
Xerxes-
up. Yeah. It's how
Yeah,
they
and
keep
Lenny
going
Euro
with
and the
the
Ligt will swap positions. The Ligt will always play centrally.
You don't start Leacher, guys? You put Euro in?
No
No.
way. No
build
way.
is-
No
You have
way.
to build.
You know.
I think
Yeah.
Cunha might not start tomorrow either, to be fair. Cunha might come on.
You know, a bigger loss for them is Somerville, because that Somerville guy was a problem. So yeah, if they had him, we have our hands full with him and Bowen. So I'm
Okay.
glad. Yeah.
Let's go to you quickly, Luani. Score tomorrow. People get your score predictions in.
Honestly, I'm scared. I'm scared. This is a team that can easily beat us 3-0. But as a United fan, I would
They beat us
just
2-0 last
go.
season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they will easily be. They can beat us 3-0 easy. But as a fan, I would just go. We beat them 1-0, and that's about it.
Mumbai.
I think we're gonna clout them, man. Going for a for a 3-1 Man United. Bruno scoring tomorrow. A nice long range affair.
Jarvis.
I'm always cautious, so for me, I think it will be a tight game. You know, I'm not an optimist by nature, so I would say
Traumatized.
I think if we can score the first goal, I think we will score a second one. So 2-0 Man United.
Yeah.
2-0.
I agree with you. If we get the first goal, I think we win because they have to come out and open up and they have to risk it. And then we can find the gaps then. We can play on the
Some
track.
good comments, you know.
But I have to say, Nordin, I think we don't get to see all these diagonal runs. I don't think we will get to see all these things we have been talking about. You know, it's too sensible. I think we will see Man United getting away with some individual brilliance from Xerxes, maybe getting a free kick, or Cunha getting a free kick, and we will score on a set piece play again and nick the game. That's how I feel it will end.
Yeah. No, I agree. I genuinely do agree.
Big up
But
Jamie
I'm telling
Wayne.
the audience.
You got Dino. Nocturnal says, lads, it's West Ham. Stratford Delete is saying, if you're scared at West Ham at home as a United fan, game's done, it's gone.
They beat us last season, comfortable. They beat us comfortable.
Oh dear. Listen,
If
you know
they
what,
score
man?
first,
West Ham and
listen,
then Wolves. Come on, man. You can't get any more opportune than this.
Well,
This is a good opportunity. So
listen,
I
we
hope
played against 10
don't
men and we
mess it
couldn't
up.
create shit. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
If West Ham score tomorrow, we're in trouble, people. I'm telling you, we're in serious trouble. That's all I'm telling you. They do concede a lot of goals. They're really bad at away from home. They concede chances. They concede shots. If you play quick football around their centre backs, you can get at them.
Yeah.
But we'll see tomorrow, people. We will see tomorrow. Big up
Yeah,
to everyone.
they're in a proper rebuild. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Big up to all of you. If we win tomorrow, it's because I think Nuno's not finessed the way he wants them to play it. He's still in the process. But their results have been decent. Yeah.
Picked up a bit, yeah.
I really like Nuno. He's a proud brother, you know, a man of principle. I like him a lot.
Yeah. I hate coming up against his teams, man. They absolutely stifled the game. He really knows how to stifle the game.
Yeah.
But I overheard Bruno. I overheard Jarvis talking earlier about the fact that Bruno is our main creator. He's also cause us problem when he go vacate the space. But he have that discipline in him. He have those performance in him where he turn up in big game, when he give us a disciplined performance, and we're able to maintain our structural defense. So I would say it's up to him and the coach to talk this out so we can get more consistent. He can give us more consistency in those disciplined performance, and I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. Let me leave you on a cheery moment. Manchester United have lost 4 of their 5 Premier League games against West Ham, winning 1, more than they had in their previous 28 games against the Hammers, winning 19, drawing 6 and losing 3. West Ham have won this exact fixture 2-0 last season, ending 16-game winless run away to Manchester United in the Premier League, drawing 3, losing 13. They have not won consecutive league visits to Old Trafford since March 1934, during near the wartime. West Ham did the Premier League double over Manchester United last season, last winning 3 in a row against the Red Devil between December 2006 and 2007. Manchester United are unbeaten in their first 17 midweek Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in Premier League games, winning 14, drawing 3, and winning the last 8 in a row. Their last defeat was against Liverpool in May 2021. 2024. West Ham have lost just 2 of their last 13 Premier League games played on a Thursday, winning 6, drawing 5. So the only 2 those games came outside of London, wins against Southampton. In 2018 and 2004. Manchester United have lost 9 of their last 14 Premier League matches in the month of December, winning 4, drawing 1, including their last 3 in a row without scoring. They have been unbeaten in 15 games the first month before this, winning 12, drawing 3.
What time's our game tomorrow?
Over Nuno
Is it 9 o'clock tomorrow, our game?
Yeah.
That's 8 o'clock tomorrow.
8 p.m. 8 p.m.
West Ham is like the anti-Newcastle. If if Newcastle was Obi-Wan Kenobi, West Ham will be Darth Vader.
Yeah. Well, I put in the chat. I think Nuno, wasn't he the manager of Nottingham Forest last season?
Yes.
And Forest beat us twice, 3-2 and 1-0.
Yes.
So again, looking at West Ham results, I'm more for me. It's about the manager, how they set up tactically, and also I remember Nuno going with this Wolves team, always causing trouble for Man United in how he set up. So this is what worries me the most, is the manager. It's not this West Ham team per se. I don't think they have the best players, but in the Premier League, it's not an easy game. I think a lot of Man United fans and a lot of football fans underestimate many teams, but it's not how football works. Okay, you have the bottom 3, the relegation fodder, and besides them, it's open games all the time. If you look at the results in the Premier League, look at today, Chelsea leads. Look at Fulham almost beating Manchester.
City yesterday. That game was good.
There's only one team that's good this season, and that's Arsenal. They are doing bits, but besides that, it's anyone's game. It's about your day form, how you performing on the day.
Yeah.
So
and how you take your
this
opportunities. You take your opportunities. People, listen, I need you to do me a massive favor, please. You need to go to Tactical Devils. Jarvis broke it down last night. Go and check the video out. He broke it more with a board. He broke it down more in depth. So please go and find him there. Let's get that channel to 5K, people. Let's do that. Make sure you follow Jarvis as well on Bowley, BOLE 77 on X. Bumbai, you never see him on X. You'll see him maybe on Tactical Devils. United Trucker, you'll see him here. You might see him on Tactical Devils. But yeah, he is Mawani 1979 on X. Make sure you check him out. And obviously, I'm that guy, Red Devil, if you want to check me out on X as well. I think this has been a really sensible preview. I'm extremely tired and exhausted. I wanted to talk about Luke Shaw's makeover, revival. And now everybody's saying he's world class. It's just a piece of absolute PR. And I'm sick to death of it. But it's really interesting the amount of lifelines he's had at Manchester United. But some players haven't. Some players who've done more, who've scored goals that took United to finals, who scored goals that won Manchester United trophies, are no longer here. But Luke Shaw is still here, 11 years. And I think he made his 300. Or is he going to make the 300, I think, tomorrow? Or he did it in the last game against Crystal Palace. Yeah, I am not sold by this. I've seen this T-shirt. I've warned you enough since the birth of this channel about Luke Shaw when a new contract around the corner. So I'm not falling for any of this bullshit, this world-class bullshit. He can't even fucking run. He just fouls people when they get past him. It's embarrassing. I must say, though, to be objective, he was our best defender against Crystal Palace in the first half. But I'm not buying for this recent form. I've been here before. I've been sold a dream and a lie. I've been hoodwinked. You know what I mean? I've been had.
Yes.
I've been taken. And I'm not doing it. So, yeah, you can absolutely piss off.
You just talking about Luke Shaw just to remind me that Kyle Walker was playing for West Ham. He was playing the other day I saw. So you can tell the difference between Manchester United and City now, because Kyle Walker is long gone and Luke Shaw is still in our midst. So
yes, people. I mean, people can have their say tomorrow, but Mumbai would like to have a comeback at that. Hopefully tomorrow, I'm going to come back straight away from the stadium, and hopefully we can go live for a quick one, or I might just do the day after. Jarvis, are you doing an instant match reaction after the game's finished tomorrow?
Yeah, but it will be a late one. We are back to this effing schedule. We talked about this. We were just hoping and praying that we will stop being in competing in the Europa League all the time. I'm so sick of this Thursday, Sunday, Monday, Thursday bullshit. Why can't we just play football on regular Saturdays and Wednesdays? Well, even if you're not playing in Europe this season, it seems like we always end up with Monday games and Thursday games, and I don't know why FA is not doing us any favor. It's like all these weird times. We play 12 o'clock, and
they don't care about the fans. They've got the fans. We're in an emotional, abusive relationship with them. They can do what they want. The governing bodies.
Emotional damage.
Exactly. Ben, quickly, Ben. Are we going to beat West Ham tomorrow? We're going to end the stream. Unless, Jarvis, you want to carry on because I'm too tired.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Ben, quickly, tomorrow, are we going to win?
No, wait, is that beef for Bruno? Nice. Represent, man.
How you doing,
man? Yeah, big up, man. Apologies, I'm on late. It's my missus's birthday today, so we booked a wee
congratulations!
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You should not be talking to us if it's your missus' birthday, mate.
No, bro. We took a. No, man. We're obviously
she's in the restaurant at the table. I told her going to the gents for a minute.
She's laughing in the background here right at the moment. But look here, we're obviously we're staying the night here down in Belfast for the night. With a nice wee evening, so we did. But do you know what, bro? Like, with this game tomorrow as well, man, I'm fucking dreading it, man. I really am dreading it. I think it's a must win tomorrow. I think obviously we've seen the results tonight. Obviously Liverpool drew. Leeds beat Chelsea tonight as well. Villa beat Brighton. Spurs as well, and I don't think it's a 6-pointer, but I think it's a must win tomorrow because I think we climb up to 5th or 4th tomorrow, which is crucial. 5th. Wow. So I think it's crucial tomorrow. But I heard the news today from Ruben Amorim that apparently 2 players might be dropped, and he didn't want anyone to know who the 2 players was. I am literally fucking praying that it is Bruno Fernandes, but I wish Bruno Fernandes all the speedy recovery for his injury. I hope he stays out for 6 months to obviously for the fitness wise.
This really taking a nosedive.
He's been overplayed, man. He's been overplayed. Give him a break. Give the wee kid a chance, bro. I think Kobe Mainu comes into the team, man. And I really want to see what this team is like without Bruno, especially off the ball. Like how, what's our, what just how structured we are as a defense, like off the ball, like especially in the midfield. Like how much does Mainu talk to Casemiro? How much do it? Like I just want to see them 2 work well together. And if we do see a different United side in terms of the 2-man midfield, then I'm just gonna expose Bruno Fernandes for the fraud he is. Yes, Casemiro has lost his head. Sorry, has lost his legs, should we say? But at the end of the day, people, I have a lot of faith in Casemiro. He is our best midfielder. I don't want to see Ugarte. If I see Ugarte and Casemiro, then it's good night Vienna. But do you know what it is, bro? Like, as much as I really want to win tomorrow, but at the same time, I just don't really care, man. At the same time, because I've said it to the panel, I've said it to the therapy army, I've said it to the whole United fan base. Like, I've said it all on Twitter. At the end of the day, I don't really care what goes on and off the pitch with Ruben Amorim, with the players. For me, as a fan, and like with so many others, especially in Ireland, we're at war, and we're at war with Ineos and Glazers right now. And obviously, if anyone wants to come along and join up, then obviously feel free to DM me on Twitter, and you'll be added to the group chat. There's so many people already piling up. I think here in Ireland we've been unified. We understand. There's still a lot of people who are still back in this Ineos recruitment bollocks from Jason Wilcox and all this. But I'm sorry, man. I'm just like, my focus right now is to get these vultures out. And I know people are gonna say, it's impossible. We shouldn't be talking about the owners. It's just impossible. Why are we talking about it? But no, I'm sorry. I've seen so many proof in the pudding. Sheffield Wednesday done it. Ajax done it. AC Milan done it. Why can't we? And I'm all prepared.
I agree.
And
I agree.
but I
We're
hope
too cowardly, Ben. We're too cowardly, man. The people,
I hope he
working
wins.
class people in this country are beaten down too much.
Yeah.
The apathy reigns. Apathy reigns.
And like I said, I still think, in my opinion, I am Ruben Amorim out, but at the same time, I don't like. He deserves every right to be sacked. That's what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, I still think sacking Ruben Amorim alone is going to gaslight every single one of us as a fan base, and it's going to happen. It will happen, people. He will get sacked, but we're going to get gaslighted. We are going to get gaslighted, and I'll be back here in 6 or 7 months' time with a new coach, and I'll be saying to you, and I don't like saying it, I told you so, because he'll be struggling the exact same thing, not because the players are shit. It's because these vultures are not taking us anywhere, man. They're not taking us anywhere. And I respect so much the Nerden, because and you, Jarvis, and everyone else, bro. You keep it 100% every fucking time about these vultures, man. Even my missus says the amount of times you keep saying Ineos and Glazers, she's actually getting really annoyed about it. She says, "Why can you just not get rid of them?" And I said, "Because we've been gaslighted for 20 years.
We've
been gaslighted for so many years." And she just says the war is on. But yeah, big up everyone. By the way, I just want to
We've got the comment of the night. Breaking news. Bruno Fernandes will miss tomorrow's game against West Ham. He's on a date with Ben. Sources.
No chance. But I just want to give a big shout out to the people of Belfast, by the way, every single one of them. Monday morning was a very special day for us. There was a lot of debate about whether the Palestine flag will fly in the city centre of Belfast. A lot of people were against it. And Monday morning was the day where finally the government had some sense to raise the Palestine flag up in the air for Belfast. So as it stands right now, people, Belfast stands with Palestine, and I'm proud to say that Free Palestine every fucking day. And fuck the Zionists. There were Zionists there holding the Israel flag. You know who you are. But we won. Yous lost. We know the truth. Yous know nothing. Nothing. And I just want to big up everyone who got involved in the protests, and big up to every single person who's supporting Palestine around the world, man.
Yeah,
big up yourself.
Big up and love, man. Yeah, we're going to leave it there, people. Big up. Make sure you check out Ben at Elmore39. Make sure you check him out at Elmore39 on X and Twitch, and Elmore20 at Twitch and TikTok. Yeah, there we go. Free Palestine, Sudan, Syria, Iraq, Yemen, Lebanon. Free the people, free them all, man. F the military.
Big up Mr. Muhammad, MUFC.
Big up Muhammad.
Big up Muhammad, man.
Big up
to everybody. Big up to all you guys for always coming on. Appreciate all the mods. Unfortunately, we've not reached our target tonight, but it is what it is. I'm sick and tired of it, but it is what it is. But we're shadow banned, but we don't give a damn. Big up. Hopefully, we'll be back here tomorrow. I just want to see when you see and Belmo play together. Ahmad Dogu win backs. Mainu Casemiro pivot. Martinez delete Euro. Woo! Yo, Adewale is not messing about. Big up Adewale, man.
Big up.
Yeah,
Big
been a
up.
minute.
Adewale.
Big up Adewale, long time no see, King. I hope you well.
Mm.
Sending love to everybody in West Africa, man. All my family in West Africa. Love and light. Take care.
Yeah, man.
Adewale. That's
Adewale,
Nigerian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means who came home or something. Wale is come home. Ade is come. So yeah, familiar.
Big up. He's at home. Mate. He's at
Adewale.
home.
That's
Adewale
up
is
with
at
Wale.
home.
With Wale, the free bag to
Adewale.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big up to you, King. And big up the owners of Great Britain are involved in the genocide. Facts. Take care, people. Good night. We'll see you all
Good
tomorrow.
night.
But yeah, make
Good
sure
night.
you check out Tactical Devils. Go and click on the video now. Go on to Tactical Devils and check out the video that they did, the preview, the extensive preview. Tactical
Yeah,
breakdown.
I only did a short preview, like 30 minutes before coming on here, so it's recently
right.
out. Yeah,
Okay.
but basically I said the same thing. So
Congrats,
Did
though.
you do
It's
one
growing.
yesterday, Jarvis? You didn't do one
no,
yesterday?
I didn't. No,
Okay,
I
no
was too
problem.
tired. I thought,
problem.
F it.
Yeah,
I
there you
lay
go.
down in the couch. I watched City against Fulham. I think that was an entertaining game.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good
Big
game.
up. Yeah, that's what it means. The crown has come home. There you go.
Mhm.
We get
Yep.
educated there. The crown.
Nice.
Yeah, you're
Is
the
that what
king,
it mean-
Adewale.
that what it means?
Always love. Yeah, the
Should,
crown has come home. You are
Bruno should
definitely a
change
crown
his
man.
name to Adewale, man.
Stop the cat. Anyway, on that note, free the people, free the land, man. Free all the people and free the lands. Free all of the people, free the lands, people. That's what we always say. Free the people,
Yeah.
free the land. You know what I mean? That's what we say. And free solidarity and love to everybody. We don't discriminate anybody on here, regardless of gender, orientation, ethnicity, religion. We don't discriminate. We see the humanity. When we look into each other's humanity, we recognize that we're all human. It's love always. But F the military machine and the imperialists and the fucking colonizers. Pick up all the people resisting imperialism and colonization around the world. Love and light, people. Peace. Love,
Big
light.
up. Peace.
F the Glazers, F Ineos and the Ratcliffe, F them all. And if you want to down with them, then you know where to go.
I